Hey there, I'm Dr. Bree, and I want to share with you a quick recording that I shared with my Fem Squad community, and it's also actually something that's incorporated in my upcoming course called Overcome Pelvic Pain for Men. Now, this practice that I'm going to show you, this trigger point release technique for the head to tail, is something that is absolutely meant for men and women. It's not gender specific at all. So please check it out. You will need a yoga block and you'll need two tennis balls or yoga massage balls. And it's a really wonderful technique that releases everything. So please check out the training. Like I said, it's originally was provided to my Fem Squad members and now it's for you as well because I want everyone to have this information. Enjoy. Okay, today we're gonna do a head to tail trigger point release. So you will need a yoga block and also some tennis balls or massage balls that are specially made for massage. These are a little bit squishy, not too much though. And for the yoga block, if you don't have a yoga block, you could probably use a small stack of books, like very small stack of books, but you just have to make sure that they don't slide out from under you if they're stacked. So I do recommend getting a yoga block. If you don't have one yet, just invest in one. You're not going to regret it. So you want the yoga block to be on the second height. So not the first height, but the second height. And what you're going to do is come onto your back carefully, and you're going to be putting the occiput, so the bottom of the skull, so that bony ridge on the bottom of your skull, that bony area, you're gonna feel this. You'll feel what I'm talking about, but there's muscles that hook into the bottom of the skull. And so you want that area, the place where the muscles meet the bony skull, to be what's on the edge of the yoga block right here. So let's go ahead and try to find that spot together. Hey, just a quick little pop in here. I wanted to share an image with you from a book called Anatomy Trains by Thomas Myers, and it shows just how connected the body is by way of fascia from head to toe, or in anatomical terminology, from your epicranial fascia to your plantar aponeurosis, so the head to the bottom of your feet. And really, this is why motion is lotion. I love to say that. I love to live it. And why moving and releasing one part of your body, for example, your neck, your shoulders, your jaw, or even, your feet, your hamstrings, and your back, can impact your pelvic floor. Basically, you can't go wrong with gentle movement and release techniques. It's as simple as that. We are all connected. Our entire body is connected. Just keep it feeling good. Don't push yourself too hard and really tune in. Just a little note, Anatomy Trains is a complex clinical textbook, but definitely worth a read for those interested. All right, back to the trigger point release technique. So you might need to adjust yourself or adjust the block. And you're finding that spot. Your head will be kind of right there on the edge. Now in this position, I want you to look your head side to side. So to the right and to the left, like you're shaking your head no, side to side. Like you're going no, no, no. And this should feel really nice. Immediately you should feel just a little bit of tenderness, but also maybe some relief from tension. We tend to carry so much tension in our shoulder girdle, our shoulder and neck muscles, and also our pelvic girdle, which is why we're doing a head to tail trigger point release today. So side to side, very slowly. We carry stress, we carry emotions. Sometimes trigger point work and stretches like this, well, this isn't really a stretch, but work like this that releases the tender and trigger points can actually unleash emotion. And that's okay. If that happens, just let it out. So now let's go ahead and stay to the right. So you're looking to the right. And before we were kind of rolling our head side to side. Now I want you to play with rolling your chin down. Like you're bringing your chin toward your chest, but you're still sort of diagonally looking to the right. And you should feel, maybe move your head just a little bit in this position. And little tiny looking up and down, tiny, tiny looking up and down, just to feel the block massaging and pressing into any tender, any sore, any tense, any tight areas in the muscles that hook onto the base of your skull. So just gentle little tiny nods up and down. You can even rock side to side like we did before if that feels better. But just find that perfect tender spot that feels like it needs some love, and make sure that your shoulder is really relaxed down and away. And then just hang out there and breathe. Let's do 2 more nice deep breaths. Breathe in and out. One more nice deep breath. Sinking into the block. And now look your chin, just a millimeter, it's not much, it's a tiny motion, up and then rock side to side again. Oh, you should definitely be feeling that. Rocking to the right and the left. And then this time stay to the left. So stay to the left and gently nod your chin toward your chest. You might need to adjust things, and that's okay. It just depends on your, how your body shape is. So adjust things as needed, looking your head sort of diagonally to the left, and chin is nodding down toward your chest. Find that perfect spot by gently rocking your head side to side in this small little motions. Maybe gently looking up and down. Maybe even kind of playing with your positioning. I like to kind of wiggle around until I just find that spot that feels just right. Don't ever be afraid to wiggle around and do what is right for you. And then breathe deeply. 3 nice deep breaths. You could always stay for longer, of course. Two more nice deep breaths. One more nice deep breath. Adjust any last adjustments that need to be made. And then look up. And rock your head a couple more times side to side. This is really wonderful. Anytime we release tension in the neck and shoulder area, it actually may help with headaches. And head tension, head and neck tension are very related. And jaw, neck, and head tension are also related to the pelvic floor. So this is so great to be doing this. So go ahead and finish up whatever you need to do, and then we'll move on to our tail release. So carefully come down to the first level of your block and then roll that block all the way out and your head comes to the floor. Now we're gonna put our tennis balls or massage balls. These are gonna go right under the sides of that triangle-shaped bone in the back of your pelvis, the sacrum. It's gonna go right on either side. So not on the sacrum bone itself, but on either side, right in the glute muscles. So you're right in the glutes. And I want you to just start rolling around. Now you can't really see what's going on, I don't think, but maybe you can see that you can just see one of my tennis balls, but both of them are rolling around and I'm just moving in a nice circular direction. So rolling around and then go the other way with your circles. So try to keep track of what way you were circling and go both ways. You'll find that the tennis balls or the massage balls start kind of drifting out to the sides. So it actually feels really good when that happens because it gets more of the gluteus medius and those side glute muscles. But we don't want to, have them completely float away. So let's put them back under. If they get too far out to the sides, just put them back into place. Now that we've circled around a few times, equally in both directions, just make sure you're even. You can make those circles as big as you want. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. Then let's try to get the balls back into their original position where they're close to the sacrum on either side. And in this position, you can either just stay right here, or you can cross one leg over the other and then roll around again. Do kind of a figure 4 stretch, both sides. Or you can bring both legs up, either onto the seat of a chair, or you can just let them hang out. In this position, you can maybe have your hands on your knees and just feel that intensity really increases as you have, more downward pressure into the balls. So in this position, if you're doing this with me, I want you to start on one side. So I'll tip to my left. So tip to one side and just feel that increase in pressure on that side. So for me, I feel a significant increase of pressure of my left glute area. And now I'm gonna wiggle and shift around until my tennis ball or massage ball finds the perfect place for me. And I feel that what I'm wiggling to is more of my gluteus medius area. It's a little bit higher, a little bit more to the side. And definitely that is the spot. So once you find that spot, hold it there and just breathe. So 3 or more deep breaths. And just feel like you're just melting, if you can, into the ball. If it feels like too much, then take some pressure off. Maybe you want to ease off of this. Maybe you want to try putting your feet on the seat of a chair. Maybe you want to try putting one foot down. Maybe you want to try supporting more from underneath with your leg. Just play around with it. But see, or maybe you want to actually flop deeper into it. Go ahead and breathe. And just feel that sensation spreading throughout your glutes. And knowing this is doing a lot. The more you breathe, the more it releases. Last deep breath. And now, instead of just jumping out of the position, we want to kind of ease out of it with wiggles. So wiggle out of it. Just gently massage out of it. Little circular motions. Should feel really good. Circular motions. And now we'll do the other side. So we can't do just one side, we've got to do both. So whatever you did on the other side, try to replicate it on the opposite. So I started with both legs up. Now you might have been doing something different, but this is what I did. And I had my hands on the sides of my knees. So now I'm gonna tip just a little bit more to the right. So this butt cheek's really not feeling a whole lot. It's all on my right butt cheek. So finding that perfect spot, it might require shifting the ball a little bit. It might require shifting and wiggling around of your body. That's okay. Just find that perfect spot. And once you find that really delicious position where you really feel that tender and tight area that just needs to release, just let yourself hold it there and melt into this feeling. Sink into the ball. When you feel like your body has released, just try to release a little bit more and breathe into that area. Send oxygen, send the breath. You might find that you need to move just a tiny bit to make sure you're still in the right spot. Because as the tension releases, the sensation kind of moves a little bit, and the tension even moves a little bit. And that's okay. We're releasing layers and layers and layers of tension. Okay, finish up. Instead of just jumping out of the pose, we're gonna move a little bit, we're gonna roll around, we're gonna wiggle around. We don't just wanna jolt out of the position, so I'm wiggling around a little bit. And then, oh my goodness, I'm gonna end with my feet on the ground and a few more of those full gluteal rolls in both directions. Go the other way. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. I'm still going.